Decolonization of the mind-body. Here I deliberately refer to the mind-body with a dash in between instead of a space, which historically signifies separation. Because that's also the understanding which emerges from decolonized way of thinking, that mind and body is one, and we should not speak about it in separation, invented by the good old Cartesian duality. That is an important concept to grasp because it goes along with the undeniable truth that colonization wasn't just political, it was physical. It taught people to act and speak in a certain way. It separated mind from the body. It told us thought is superior to movement. Often it even criminalized dance, ritual, let alone sexuality. So when we talk about decolonization today, we have to ask, what does liberation feel like in the body? What does it sound like, move like? And in recognizing that performance practice is crucial. Whether it's dance, theater, spoken word, or embodied ritual, it offers a space to unlearn colonial scripts. It allows us to rehearse new ways of being. It allows us to remember ancestral knowledge, and it invites the body back into knowledge production. Let me give you an example. In many indigenous traditions, movement is a form of prayer. Such, for example, is the Hawaiian Hula, which is often called meditation and movement. But in colonial frameworks, movement became entertainment, or even worse, exoticism. The colonial mindset imposed its understanding of supplier and consumer relationship on the arts, and taught the indigenous nations to see their culture through colonial gaze, as a product that needs to be sold and consumed, which was by no means a part of its original understanding. That's why, as per Samoan multidisciplinary artist Lemmy Podifacio's idea, we need to reclaim our creativity back, away from the market, and stop allowing it to measure who can and who cannot create performance. Because performance, when reclaimed, becomes resistance. It becomes healing. It's not just symbolic, it's not just art. It's a form of decolonial praxis. And although I am not an indigenous person who suffered the grave consequences of colonialism, I know that when I make performance, in whatever shape or form, I am refusing the systems that told me I had to fit in, to conform, to raise my roots. Perhaps that is the reason why I feel so liberated when I'm making performance happen. And that's why it always felt so unnatural to judge what is good and bad performance. And that's why this part excites me the most, because it's not theoretical, it's visceral. It's happening right here, right now, in the body. In me saying these lines on YouTube rather than placing them in another academic article. This is all a form of rupture. And each and every one of us could be a part of it, because decolonization isn't just one thing. It's a process, a provocation, and definitely a practice. Even if historically it was the struggle for liberation from empires, and academically it is the fight to dismantle Eurocentric knowledge systems, but there is also a personal level to it, in which we all could take part by giving ourselves permission to practice performance in the way which feels right to us. So ask yourself, what is it? And let your body be the answer.